At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Richardson. Complete to Trumbull. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Has it down close. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Gay now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 41. Misfire there, couldn't connect. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This finds Mitchell, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they had that one contained right at the line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers going nickel, third down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Colts ready for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good return here of 19 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it sets up second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Got his target. It's Hill. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Trying again, following the sack. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Back to throw now. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, Nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Finds his fullback. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the gun, Taylor. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw it on 1st down. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Receiver in motion, going left. Throw on 3rd down. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Richardson now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't...
Breaks through, and he might break away. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. They give to Taylor, right side. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Look at that touch, laid on a platter for him. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers reduce the lead to just 4. Boswell to add the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Colts driving. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. He's got to gain a 6 there. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
He'll throw it yet again. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Trumbull with the grab. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gay to add the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They go play action on 1st. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back-to-back carries here. Crosses midfield, still going. Along this sideline inside the 25. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Play action on first down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Well, they left the line locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Taylor again, and he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. He's back to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Left side, and it's intercepted. Takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Returning it from the 4. And he's out a little short of the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The hooks are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dumps. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. Coming in the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the third. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them this play going under review by the officials. So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. They'll try and punch it in the middle holes. They don't get anything on the run. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Back to him on second and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. He's throwing for it! And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's going deep this time. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Picked up by Peyton Wilson.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Offense to the line for second down. They go again with Taylor. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Richardson on third. On target to his man Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connection made to Tremble. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Has it at the 7. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Here's a give up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. That run gets him 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play coming here. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick six. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 3. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Whew, I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. They go play action on 1st. Forced out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers gotta score in a hurry. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Pass play now. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Still sticking with the passing game. A bit of desperation on the big gain downfield. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Now they send their back in motion right. The screen pass falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
This one's not looking good, and it won't be. Short and too far left. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. But think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give them a loss.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they've got one right there with that sack.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. The Colts in a victory formation as they kneel it down.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
On the double. Go. Let's go now. Ready. Let's go. Ready. Down. Ready, ready. Set it. Check go. Here we go. Set. Hook. Set. Ready. Set it. Ready, ready. Hut, hut. Set. Go. Set. Ready. 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 Come on, set. Ready, ready. Here we go. Check go. Let's go now. Hup. Okay, ready? Get up. Let's go. Hut, hut. Down. Go. Set it. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Ready. Check go. Ready, ready. Hut. Set. Get up. Ready, ready. Hut, hut. Let's go. Hut. Okay, break. Get out. Down. Hut, hut. Ready, set, go. Set it. Ready. Here we go, set. Ready. Ready up. Ready, ready. Set. Ready. Set, go. Got it. Ready? Hut. Ready, ready. Get out. Ready, break. Hut, hut. Set, go. Set. Ready. Ready. Come on, set. Ready? Here we go, here we go. go. Hut, go. Ready? Ready, ready? Let's go now. Hut, hut. Let's go. Check go. Down. Hut. Set up. Set up. On the jump. Hut, hut. Here we go. Shot. Go. Set. Ready. Set. Go. Ready, ready. Ready. Set. Ready. Set. Set up. Okay, ready. Ready, ready. Ready. Ready, ready. Come on. Set. Check go. Here we go. Hut, go. Let's go now. Hut. Ready. Get up. Let's go. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. Hut. Down. Ready. On the set. Set. Set up. Go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Hut. Go. Ready, ready. Ready. Set. Hut, hut. Set. Set, go. Ready. Ready, ready. On the ready. Set up. Come on. Set, check go. Here we go. Hut. Okay, break. Set up. Let's go now. break! Set! Set up! Ready! Hut, hut! On the double! Go! Set! Ready! 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 Come on, set! Here we go! Ready, ready? Okay, ready? Let's go now! Ready? Check go! Let's go! Hut! Down! Set up! Set up! Ready, ready. Here we go, set! Go! Set! Ready! Huh! Ready, ready! Hut, hut! Set! Go! Set! Ready! 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 Come on, set! Ready! Here we go! Ready, ready? Let's go now! Check go!